This recording starts at 7:21 p.m. Talion is still mad from the rebellion that happened yesterday that wasn't caught on camera. He finished off the last minion of the gold thief, and he was ready to take his revenge. About 200 feet away, he has sent a war against Zûgors, the gold hunter, the gold thief. The gold thief became the traitor after he was the star and he led the rebellion against Talion. He kidnapped Bork, the ruinous. He brought along on the rebellion mission Muzu the collector and Ishmors the warden, which Talion both took their heads in anger. Same as their friend Gun the Rash. He was just a normal orc, had nothing to do with the rebellion, but he was hanging out with Muzu and Zûgors. Talion sent 3 of his best orcs that aren't his war chiefs and overlord after the traitor, after his treason, after his betrayal. The people he sent along were Bork, the ruinous. He was the ex-champion of the Ultimate Pit Fight series. Creamp, the enchanted, brutal. And the legend, the old man Olog, the black old man Olog. They were all ready to take on Zûgors. But Talion wasn't just going to kill Zûgors. He was going to break his mind. He wasn't going to kill him. He was gonna put him in a series. That's spoiler alert to a series I'm gonna start working on. Anyways, this is how it started. Bork was leading Zûgors into a trap.
Are you gonna play hard to get?
Hey!
As the chill enters with his white hunters.
Zûgors!
Or actually, it's not the chill. Koth, the dirt feeder, showed up with his white
Was a
hunters.
soldier back when the Black Gate fell? Now you can't even keep pace with my lads! Your time is up.
Oh, we said Zûgors, not Bork. It seemed like the dirt feeder wanted to intervene in this fight, to join the war against Zûgors. So Talion got to work, first hitting him right where the sun don't shine. He then started taking care of his minions, slowly but surely. Somehow one of them managed to get away. Talion couldn't let that slide. So he immediately looked over the hills. But then Zûgors got in his way, leaving the guy to escape into the caves.
From the dead is quite a trick. Perhaps this time I won't kill you at all.
Talion was filled with rage. He immediately went straight for the shoulder. The old man Olog showing up. It seemed like Koth just wanted to do a bad entrance. He never actually wanted to intervene in the fight. He just wanted to do a bad entrance to show the viewers that he was the true Sigma Alpha and how Sigma he can be. Talion rushed over to Zûgors. bending his mind, looking into his eyes. Filled with rage from the previous incident, he shamed the heck out of Zûgor, sending him to level 6-9, casting him away. But it wasn't over yet. Zûgor had ran off somewhere, unknown. The old man Olog sat there, enjoying his victory, as someone showed up. Zûgor. He was here for revenge. He came back.
Ah, so you're back. Well, this time I won't get rid of you so quick.
He came back to get his revenge. And along with him, he brought... Talion quickly killed the orcs surrounding him as he checked who he brought. And alongside who he brought was Og who flees. The war had just started. Zûgor was gathering up orcs to help defeat the Grave Walker and his orcs. As his orcs got straight to work on damaging Zûgor. Oh snap, he's gonna die. And we can't let the story end so quickly. Talion shamed Zûgor again, casting him away. This is just the start. Talion made quick work of the orcs surrounding, as Maku was just chilling with his red Ologs. Og who flees shows up to defend Zûgor, threatening Talion by putting his spear. He put his spear like right in front of Talion's face. He's just like, I'm going to stab you for hurting Zûgor. Og was very mad and wanted revenge for Zûgor. Zûgor has started to find captains and help them take down the Grave Walker and his army. Dang, these are some sick Ologs. Fire weapons. Immediately, Talion went straight to freezing him, slicing him up, as the Ologs and his orcs joined in. All the captains have left.
Strike you down!
Okay, I did not know the Ologs can do that either.
Clear off, you're useless!
Talion made quick work on these orcs, since he has dealt with 10 times stronger. Since Og doesn't know where Zûgor ran off to, he decides to not waste his time trying to get information, and takes his head clean off his body. Og, never to be seen again, collapses to the floor in the snow as Talion makes his way to the first person that he knows the location of, and he'll get info off of him. Crackhorn. Crackhorn was Zûgor's old buddy. Crackhorn didn't like Zûgor that much after he joined the Bright Lord's side. But now, Crackhorn is best of friends with Zûgor, since the whole plan of serving me was to instantly stab me in the back later when I was low and was fighting someone. Talion made his way, flying his majestic dragon over the fortress and straight to Crackhorn's location. He slammed down onto the ground, straight to where he found a war banner. Checks it and notices Crackhorn getting his attention. He quickly pulls him over, making quick work of his health. Crackhorn tries to run, but it's no use. He's not arrow-proof. He hits him where the sun don't shine, and immediately goes straight for stabbing him in the neck. He talks to Crackhorn. Crackhorn tells him. He stares deep into Crackhorn's mind as the other orcs watch from a distance in the shadow realm. After their little chat, Talion learns that he'll find the information off a different orc. Crackhorn, now being scarred by the shame, threw away as the other orcs ran like little cowards. Talion found the location he can find of Zûgor. Takra. Crackhorn said Takra should know where he is. So now, it's Talion's mission to chase down Takra. He waits for his dragon, but hears the name of Zûgor. He hears orcs overtalk about Zûgor's plan, or he hears orcs overtalk about how they serve Zûgor. He quickly makes his way over, taking out a guard of the camp. He gets ambushed. Maku.
Sneak up on me? Do you not realize how loud you're stomping about?
Talion quickly pins Maku and stabs the Olog who said how he serves Zûgor. Talion wants to clear Zûgor's army, as this war has just begun. He couldn't do it alone. He knew this Olog had pure strength from Zûgor's elixirs. Zûgor had given this Olog steroids, making it so then Talion couldn't take him out. The hood is not working on my head, I see. Okay, it's fixed now. He knew that he couldn't take this Olog on his own, since he's more stronger than he thought.
Stealth is a coward's tool.
So, he had summoned the one person crazy enough to have more strength than any type of steroid. He quickly pins Maku again, as he lets Krook, the fire caller, deal with this Olog. Even fire barely takes lightly. Krook, his only thing he likes to do is to burn the world. As he burns our Ghoul, the Crippler, to the ground. Krook then quickly tries to take out Maku, but Talion says no, don't take him out yet. Talion then tells him to back off. He's not done with Maku, considering Maku doesn't work for no one. He heads straight to Takra's location on his dragon. He crash landed right on the location he told him to be at. He heard it's a Graug hunt, and Takra's is on taking a Graug.
Here comes the Graug!
And it looks like he brought this big boy with him.
Remember, aim for a huge monster, not the terrified orc it's chasing.
Why did I do this? Kill it!
Talion then quickly saves that orc that's terrified. Looking into his mind, knowing the only thing he found in his mind is fear. He won't find any information about who he's looking for. My cat is on my lap. Okay, that hurts. That hurts. Takra then confronts Talion for being there. It looks like the Graug had stomped the life out of the Olog. Actually, no, he ate the Olog's head. Takra looked like he was checking to see if he was still alive.
I'm safe holding a ranger while we're out hunting. Get him!
Okay. It seemed like Talion just sat there and waited for the Graug to do what it can do. The Graug seemed to be weak enough to dominate. He got into the Graug's mind and quickly stomped the minions of Takra. Considering the Graug wasn't doing a good job by itself. So the Graug just quickly stomped the life out of every orc there. And stomped Takra a little bit. Giving its all into taking down Takra. The Graug then meets its demise, having enough curse in his blood to fall down and die. Talion then quickly poisons the grog container, smacks Takra closer to it, dodges, and blows it up, blowing everybody in the area up. It seemed like Zûgor was here, ready to save Takra. Takra then got super angry that I was here for their plans on how to take me down. Zûgor then confronts me. He confronts me about how I'll never figure out their plans on to take my army over. Talion then dodges the poison bomb. Never mind. He gets hit by the poison bomb, but it doesn't slow him down. He continues to beat Takra up. He knows he can't take all of these orcs on alone. He could, but he would get seriously hurt without his power that just got removed because of the cursed. So he called Krook. He then jumped in front of orcs so then they would get hit by their own bud, knowing the guy would end up shooting that recklessly. Talion quickly dodged every shot, slicing him in the back, letting him know. Takra quickly changed his title to the Giant Slayer, but then a Graug shows up out of nowhere, saving Talion from his inevitable death. Zûgor, shooting recklessly, shot Zûgor in the back twice or thrice, but the Graug decided to save Talion's life and exterminate Takra the Giant Slayer and get revenge for his Graug brother. With his Graug brother now avenged, the Graug was happy, and he got too cocky and tried to exterminate Talion and all of them at the same time. Take them all at once. Talion knew to just take its mind over and take it out before it can do anything. Zûgor falls to the ground after one strike of Krook. Talion says to Krook, "Krook, what have you done? I wasn't done with him. You're grounded. Go to your room. You're grounded for 2 days." Talion wasn't very happy with Zûgor now hitting the ground. He had plans. Talion then went back to the Rage Mind considering this war wasn't over until Zûgor's minions were dead. Once Zûgor and his minions rested, then so can Talion. The rebellion, the 3 people that rebelled against him, were gone. But the people that were going to help him lead the biggest war were still alive, planning, even with Zûgor gone. He knew that taking them down would be the right thing. They will still do the war and plan the war, even with Zûgor cut down. So he knows he must take them all down. Starting with Zûgor's archer. His archers.
I know I heard something.
He went straight for Crackhorn.
The torments you'll endure at my hand will be the stuff of legend.
Talion informed Crackhorn about the death of his best friend, Zûgor. Crackhorn was furious. He wanted nothing but death and revenge. He wanted nothing but to inflict death and get revenge. Talion quickly dove into the mind of Crackhorn. He mind-controlled Crackhorn to lead him to each captain that served Zûgor, starting with Gubu. Crackhorn said, "Yes, sir," and immediately went to go find him. Oh hey, I didn't even need to make him go after. That's funny. Crackhorn went straight for Gubu. Koth wanting to join in on the mission. Massey the Fool didn't want to be left out either in the fun. Each orc must play their role after all, Talion always says. I'll go after that soon. Talion headed straight for the mission.
A jailer. But I will not submit.
After taking out the last archer, or almost the last archer of Zûgor's army.
Fear not, my beasties. You'll have your fill of man flesh soon enough.
Those maggots by the catagals are dead. Feel free to play with their guts when we're done.
The 3 captains immediately show up. Crackhorn already showing rage and anger for the revenge of Zûgor. He did serve the ranger, but desperately wanted to get revenge on the other people besides his own boss. So he immediately went for taking out Gubu, but then was dazed by burning. Koth the Dirt Feeder taking Gubu the wretch on. He then gets knocked over as Massey the Fool is taking on Olaf's. Talion decided not to intervene in the war and to see how the war would turn out. Seems like Talion's grunts were getting beaten up, but they were playing their fair share of pain, each striking the Olaf, till one of the grunts falls each runt partaking their own slices. Gubu was being taken out as Ord Massey took out one of the Ologs. Ord Massey was then stabbed, but that wouldn't affect him. Seems like the last two grunts took out the Olag. It was just Gubu left. Ord Massey the Fool was quickly taken care as Crackhorn ambushes from behind, stabbing his prey right in the stomach, finishing him off. Stabbing him right in the back, through the stomach, finishing him off. Crackhorn was now tasked with the next orc. He was to ambush him. Moog the Shredder was next. Considering how the other guys were just on a mission, Asbor would join. And someone, or Bork, would join. But as there was too many ambushers, Bork was then turned down. I'm still gonna keep that vendetta in mind. Actually, no, I'm gonna go for it. Talion was then tasked. One of his orcs informed him of the Uduk named Group the Machine. Was his secret death plan. Talion couldn't have Zûgors' secret death plan do anything in this war. So he immediately headed for the caves to find the location of Grook the Machine. This story can't be short. Too short, so I gotta add more stuff. As Talion was tracking his location, he was slowly but surely making his way.
See how quickly and
To an
quietly
outpost.
you can find yourself all alone.
Talion was tasked with stealth killing orcs around the camp. Borgu was just chilling around. Spiders have taken care of these ones. Flack the Defiler was also hanging around nearby. Talion then running away with the 4 kills. He had 50 seconds to then draw out Borgu by killing one more. So he used his stealthy skills and lured an orc.
I used to fight alongside the fastest archer in all the world.
He then quickly jumped behind him and took him out. Grook showed up, anger, using his bad entrance on his character.
Still running from these corpses. Let's see if we can mingle a little enemy blood with this lot.
Talion quickly shadow struck an archer. It seemed like a Graug has broken loose in the camp, stomping orcs. Talion tried to pull Grook up here, but he was immune to it. So he had to wait for the situation with the Graug to finish. A few orcs spotted him on his way, so Talion had to make quick work of them. dealing with a reasonable amount of orcs and carnivores, so he quickly took care of them. As the crowd continued to suffer, Talion quickly blew up the place and dropping Morgul flies on him. Most of the outpost now running away from the outpost. There was explosions and fire everywhere. For Talion, now entering the battlefield with mass amount of aura. But as the machine blocks his attack, though being dazed.
Me in two. Any other orc would have died, but I survived. More than that, I thrived. My brothers put me back together, stronger than ever. But they didn't make me into what I am. You did. You created the machine. No!
Their grand plan was Grook the Machine, their strongest orc. Talion quickly jumps up and lands on a nearby orc, getting instantly stabbed by the Grook. There was a nearby captain, but didn't necessarily care that Talion was then taking on Zûgors' best minion, indicating that he probably didn't care about Zûgors' plan. His name was Nuruk, shaman. Seemed like he ignored the entire war zone over here, as Grook was enraged by his rival Nuruk the shaman. Nuruk, filled with rage, tried to reach Talion, but as Uruks kept getting in his way, he sliced those orcs that got in his way, killing his own minions. Talion then quickly taking out the minions, then instantly dealing with the machine. As more Uruks approached, he had to deal with their flurry of attacks. So Talion quickly took them out. And more Uruks just kept showing up. So Talion did what anybody would do. Yes, okay, I'll pick this guy up. First, he spotted someone before he did his plan. He wanted to recruit this orc. As for my merchant, he was also an archer, decided to change his name, his title. So now I'm looking for another one. Nuruk, the shaman, confronts Talion. But he wasn't a part of his conversation. Talion recruited the merchant, sending him to the garrison.
Sure feet, boss. My whole crew is coming, Ranger.
Talion quickly heads on top for his plan. His plan was to lure everyone up there, so then he can take on the orcs, and other orcs that are on the ground wouldn't spot him. But it seemed like Grook had better plans. He wanted to execute his rival. So he quickly started a battle. But Talion couldn't let the shaman win, so he quickly stabbed him a few times, running away from the Grook, where Grook would kill him. They were now both enraged. They were both filled with rage, decided to kill each other. But Nuruk the shaman couldn't get a hit, as the spiders kept biting him from behind. With him being poisoned, he gave in to the poison before he can even land a strike on Grook. With Grook now stunned, Talion went to strike, but couldn't. As the spider leaped onto him, stunning him. It seemed like the machine was dazed again. Talion was confused on how he can be dazed again. He wasn't enraged, but he's a weak master and gets dazed when his gang dies fully. Talion, now all alone with the machine, can make quick work. The machine seemed quite worthy and strong, considering how Talion was literally slicing him up, and he still wasn't even at half health, or was only at half health. Talion continued to slice and cut deep into the machine.
I've seen that one before.
Talion quickly runs to the nearest thing of arrows for a little plan.
Track down the target.
First, he tries to sneak up, but fails. He then quickly takes out the Uruks in the area, for if they intervene, they will get in the way. For if they intervene, he'll have to deal with them before the machine. He lured the machine over and quickly slammed the campfire. The machine, being smart, blocked it with his shield. Tried to stab him, but missed. Tries to stab Talion, but missed. And by slamming the fire, spiders show up. They quickly poison his insides, though he's made of metal. And with him being made of metal, it was hard for Talion to cut through him and make him weak and hurt him. But with the spiders, he's not immune to poison. He's more immune to stabs. So that was Talion's plan. Him using his sword wasn't working because he's made of metal. And since he's immune to metal, or since he's immune to stabbing, basically, because he's made of metal, so it's harder to stab him, he used the spiders because he's not immune to poisonous venom. He waited for all the spiders to strike before he went in, quickly taking out the people at the orcs at the outpost. The machine goes in for a few strikes but misses and gets bitten by a spider. Talion quickly dives into the mind of the machine, trying to recruit him. Now with Zûgors' grand plan on his team, he was ready. For the machine knows the locations of every orc that served him. Talion now back. Quickly checks. He has Iron Will anyways. Talion. Oh yeah, and here's what I was talking about. I changed it to Lucky Shot and not Merchant, so that's why I picked up the other Merchant. Now, the machine and the Merchant. Merchant was minding his own business. He didn't serve Zûgor. But Talion wanted him. Wait, do I have max orcs? No, I don't. Now, Talion needed to find his new Uruk. Was he not level 80? Huh? Oh, it hasn't loaded them yet. Okay, never mind. Italian now sneaking around. Quickly finds a place to sit. Were they both not sent to my region? Oh, there. As soon as I say it, of course. Okay, this is the only time I actually care about the siphoning. Italian quickly looks in the garrison for the machine. Where is my tower? Or where's my freaking machine? Was he not level 80? Yes, I have a lot of random orcs in my thing. That's why I started the ultimate pit fight. Was to clear out. Besides this guy, I'm using the legends and the legendaries for another series. You guys will find out. Actually, I haven't actually taken a look to see if any of them were, because maybe he changed his name. Yes, these are all strong PS orcs. They're all like 7/7. Besides this guy and this guy. And this guy, I believe, too. Yeah, and tower orcs, too. I will find this guy. Okay, I can't find him for the life of me. I've looked through every level 80, and he's still not there. Alright, I guess I'm going to... Gosh dang it. Why can't he be, like, here? Yeah. Can't find him. Maybe resetting the garrison will. And if he's still not there, then... I know. Yeah, he's not here. But forget it. Now it was time to track down Mug. With their grand plan taken down and hunted while he wasn't fully ready for a battle, now they were weaker. They are weaker. And now they'll have no chance. Mug is one of the last captains, as he was just leading a hunt on Caragors.
Gets easier every time. Nugget! Oh, you like hunting? How about being hunted? How about being skinned and gutted? Let's find out.
Moog couldn't decide whether to take down the Caragors first, or his rivals first. Talion quickly makes quick work of the Uduks in the area, including the Olaks. Moog immediately uncatches on fire to show his aura to Talion.
What better prey than a tar coward on this fine hunt?
All he has to say is calling him a coward, showing his aura, and Caragors. Talion quickly takes out 2 of the Caragors, ending the mission since the other one has burnt to a crisp. Caragors go flying. Talion takes a huge strike at Mug. Mug now burning. The Moog, now burning, gets really angry. He changes his title to the Beast Butcher and quickly starts striking fast. His rival is Crackhorn. Since Crackhorn betrayed Zûgor for the Gravewalker, he is now extra angry. Dodging arrows and swinging excessively fast. But getting dodged, he liked the least. Or he liked the worst. Or he hated the worst. For it ruins his aura. Talion quickly takes out the Uduks in the area. And stopping the Olag from stopping his aura. From stopping the Olag from stopping his Olag to take down the Uduk. Quickly makes work of the frontline defense, scaring off some of them by showing off his brutal ways. He then quickly stuns him a few times, then getting hit with another bomb. He quickly slams the ground, showing that he is way stronger than Mug. He continuously throws smoke bombs in his face, thinking he's truly it. He continuously throws bombs instead of swinging his blade. But he shows a change by then grabbing Mug by the neck and punching him square in the face.
Oh, he's not getting away!
And he does the same move twice in a row, punching him with his giant fist straight in the face as hard as he can. He swings down on Mug as Mug slowly burns. Mug quickly shows off his aura again, trying to heal himself. As Talion is doing, he won't intervene. The only thing he'll do is take out the orcs that are ambushing him. Mug is slowly burning to death, still trying to catch Talion, until he succumbs to Asbor's flames and burns. The other Uruks are terrified, and Talion shows them why they should be extra terrified by brutalizing an Olog. They start to run in fear. Battalion didn't have time to start brutalizing Uruks. He needed to hunt down the last two captains. Once again, I still can't find him. So Talion quickly texts Grook. Where's the last location? The last two locations. And the location he gave, you guys will find out. As Talion will head there right now, right here, is where he'll be going.
Their victories are temporary. I will take back everything I have lost.
Talion quickly hops on his dragon. He gets shot at by my stupid merchant that decided to change his name. I'm still not happy about that. But I have a new one. Talion quickly arrives at the location. Ushak. This is the last captain they needed to hunt down, since both the captains he needed were at the same location.
Gutbag! Got him in my sight! Oh no! Someone big and scary is after me!
Talion quickly heads to the ambush location. Only archers were set up at the ambush location to quickly snipe out the Uruks to show up. They quickly fired. Talion showed why they shouldn't be here and shouldn't work for Zûgors anymore by showing them pain, death, and misery. As four archers stayed behind, so Talion made quick work of them. No survivors. Besides that one intel guy. This was the one intel guy. Ushak. He had trained ever since he escaped. And now he was ready to take on Talion. The reason why he ran last time was because he was too scared and too weak to fight off Talion. Now, he's withstanding arrows straight to the eye. This was the intel orc that escaped all that time ago at the beginning. Now showing off his new aura, his newfound strength. But Crackhorn wouldn't let him. Same as the archers, they wouldn't let him show his aura for long. As Crackhorn made quick work. He quickly explodes Ushak with a bomb, since he was the old intel guy that escaped. Talion finished him off with one blow to the throat, executing. Now, the last captain was Crackhorn. He couldn't have any survivors, as I said earlier. He quickly beat him around a little bit until Crackhorn betrayed him.
This isn't for fun. You're trying to kill me. We had a good thing going, but now I have to put you down.
Crackhorn was not thrilled with being betrayed, as Mozu decided to help out.
Oh, I'll be your bodyguard, Tug. I'll guard your body till the ghouls arrive to pick it clean.
Mozu quickly pins, Talion quickly pins Mozu, trying to make quick work on Crackhorn by himself, now that Mozu had done something with his bodyguard. He probably just made him trip, so then his arriving time would be delayed. Talion had to quickly show why he shouldn't have showed up to help. Then Talion finishes off the last member of Zûgors'
The
army.
second I looked at you, I knew you'd be the end of me. Just stick your blade in me once more. Please, for old time's sake.
Okay, that was sus, but Talion grabs his spear, stabs him in the heart, and quickly takes his head clean off, finishing Zûgors' army for good. Mozu was just a helper. He only helped Crackhorn. He pinned him and quickly made his way. Once out of sight of Mozu. Wait, actually, I need to wait a little bit. Hurry up. Once Mozu had lost track, Talion quickly made his way to the fortress. With Krook to say goodbye. This is what Krook looks like without his helmet, because he glitched the helmet off for some reason. Burn marks and scratches. Anyways, that was the end of the rebellion story. And the war. With Zûgor leading a war against Talion. Goodbye. And for those future series, you will see them soon.